Okay, we are live. Hope everyone is having a good Monday. Just double check my audio. Make sure I am. Yes, I am audible. Good, good, good. Okay, so for today's stream, I'm going to play a couple of games and then I'm going to move over to the update announcement from Wargaming. So the announcement of update 0.10.1 just came out. So I wanted to do a walkthrough. I normally would do a video, and this stream will turn into a video, I should say. But I thought to do this live, take some questions from the audience, and try to answer them as best I can. So you see me just toggling around here, making sure I can switch between windows smoothly. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're going to start by doing some games. Good morning, Brandon. Yes, it's morning still for me here. Although, well, yeah, it's 10:40 in the morning. So, Brandon, I don't know if you heard the early part of my announcement. I'm going to play a few games, or at least a couple, and then I'm going to jump over to the announcement of update 0.10.1 that just came out this morning from Wargaming. So I wanted to do a walkthrough of that article, answer questions that you folks may have. So that is the plan for this stream. So thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you are safe and well wherever you are, Brandon. I know that seems like literally half the country just got deluged by a huge storm, everything from Texas all the way up to New England. So I'm not sure which stretch of the woods you're in, or at least I don't remember. So I apologize if you had told me. All right, so let's see here. Where do we, let's see, where start. Let me check my I have very few combat missions. So I finished the dockyard. I don't have anything to system test right now, though I couldn't do that on stream anyway. Yeah, combat mission's pretty slim right now. So pretty much anything I can play right now. So yeah, I had to laugh a little bit when I saw the pictures from some of the Wargaming colleagues, Wargaming folks in Texas and Austin, that they had gotten some snow. And I'm from northern New England originally, so I had to chuckle a little bit. So, hey Jerry, thanks very much for coming by. I hope you are well wherever you are. Hopefully you haven't been buried too much by the poor weather that's hitting a large portion of North America right now. So, all right, so let's see here. Let's start off. Well, since it's Italian battleship time, let's do an Italian battleship thing. Yeah, was to back up. So you're talking about backing up the update? Yeah. So I have to do my backup of update 0.10.1 right now. Just make sure that I'm good. I'm gonna play a round of start off with the Giulio Cesare. So figured that might be a good way to start the day, since the theme is Italian battleships. And Jerry, again, I don't know whether you heard or not. I will do a few games, and then as we sort of start getting critical mass on the audience, I'll switch over and we'll talk about the announcement from Wargaming on update 0.10.1. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop some signals on here. Lots of people jumping in. Thank you very much for stopping by. Type in the chat. Let us know who's here and where you're from. I know large portions of North America are just getting hammered right now by poor weather. So hopefully if you are in that part of the world, you are safe and healthy. Right. Fortunately, where I am on the West Coast, things are pretty easygoing. We definitely don't have the cold weather. We are getting some rain here, which is useful, but we're not getting hammered with rain, or hammered with snow, I should say, and cold weather. I have colleagues and in-laws that live in northern New England, and they are just like buried in cold weather. So how wimpy people are. Oh, that's right, Jerry. You mentioned you were from Pittsburgh. Yeah, So I saw pictures posted by some of the wargaming folks that are living in Austin, and there was snow on the ground, and I had to chuckle a little bit because it was just sort of, for me, where I came from in northern New England, that was like, a light dusting and still swimming weather. So, well, this is pretty favorable matchmaking for a game, all fives. No carriers, a couple of destroyers we might have to worry about. All right, so you're going to see me toggle through my screens here. In fact, I should have brought up matchmaking monitor already. Here we go. But what I'm going to do on my settings, let me change my settings for a moment. So I'm just going to switch to my main screen for now, but that way you don't see me toggling around. Are you from Maine? No, I'm originally from Vermont. My father is from Maine. So yeah, I'm very familiar with cold, bitter weather. I think the coldest experience I had was in January 1980. We had a cold snap where the temperatures got to 40 below zero. And at those temperatures, wind chill doesn't really mean anything anymore. And gasoline and oil freezes and stuff. And yeah, it's going to be pretty brutal. The problem with me being the Giulio Cesare on a map like this, or in a game like this, is I'm the fastest battleship on the map. Let's see. Yeah, there's no Congos. Congos are... Oh, there's one on the opposing team. They're pretty quick. One. I'm very broadside, so I don't want to fire yet. I want to wait till I can get a better position. You grew up in New Hampshire. Whereabouts, Brandon? Here we go. First casualty of the game. Go after this Katowski. See if we can end his game early. Compassion and... Of course, it'll probably be all overpens. So that looks really tight. Yep. Well, 7 overpens and 1 pen. Okay. Franklin. Okay, right. Yeah. I know where Franklin is. Sure. Best pizza I've ever had was from Bath. So I have a very good colleague that lives in that area. I can finish off this Katowski. Oh, he slowed. Very good there, Katowski. Alright, you gotta slow here and let some of my allies get caught up with me here. Congo. Fire and salute from him. What goes down. Trying to figure out what's my best firing solution here. Really would love to fire at the Congo. He's broadside, but I think I'm going to go after the Texas here. Went to Keen for pumpkin. Nice. You gonna get a torpedo? He is. Really would love to get a wall up on that Katowski. Get a back up here. I'm gonna let the Iron Duke or draw the fire for the moment. Getting quite a few people getting on right now. Love to hear from you. Where you're from, how things are going. Need to kill this Nicholas.
Segnalo la posizione del bersaglio. Avvistato cacciatorpediniere nemico.
I should have fired at the Congo. 8 pans. There we go. I'll let somebody else finish that one off. I'm going to go after the Congo here. Go. . Starting to turn. Still a very good angle for me to get a hit on. Yeah, they lemming to the north really hard, and I kind of want to get this Congo down because he's a crossfire threat. Wonder how that... the Fujin's taking a pretty big hit too. Up, guys.
Alle Kräfte, diesen Bereich erobern.
Ricevuto.
So if we can... Iron Duke can come up here with me.
Mi serve supporto.
New York should be coming with me. They lemming really hard, but the Congo has gotten into the mid, and he's going to be able to crossfire. So that's probably the reason I'm kind of focusing him right now. Really want to get him down. Wow, that Katowski really put the hurt on. Or, B-22. All right, let's see here. The Nicholas. Skatowski really knows what he's doing. Position is very good. Following his fleet here. If I can... Guy here. Because I kind of want to move up one edge. Ah.
A tutte le unità, segnalo la posizione di un bersaglio strategico. Avvistata corazzata nemica. Avvistato incrociatore nemico.
I would much prefer to be able to fire on a destroyer. He contested? He is. Hydro.
Concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio indicato.
Thank you. That should have gotten a lot of damage on the Nicholas there. He can't have too much left yet.
Avvistata corazzata nemica. A tutte le unità, concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio.
Wait till he commits here. Because he's going to want to turn to send torps. He's not going to. Nice. Excellent. Well done, New York. That was right on the money. That's exactly what we needed. All right, I'm going to move up the flank, try to see if I can do something with these cruisers over here. Hey, Dahogi, how are you? Good dag. Good morgen. Hope you are well. Just going to do a few games, and then we're going to dig into the update from, or the announcement for more gaming on update 0.10.1 that came out today. So now, if I go on the flank here, this could be good or bad. Now, I should, with the Iron Duke here with me at the same time, that should work out okay. I really want to go after a cruiser, though. Urataka's pretty well angled. The Emil might be a better choice here. I can do here. Really? One? Alright. Fully expecting torps from the Furataka. Because if the Iron Duke and I can exploit this flank here and we just hold them at alpha, that would be excellent. Okay, there we go. Is he going to turn? Keep turning. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, excellent. That's exactly what we needed. Right. Where is... Oh, did the Emil go down? No, it's still, he's still up. He's right here.
A tutte le unità, concentrare il fuoco sul bersaglio.
See what happens here. Oh, left him with 300 hit points. Still waiting for torps from the Urtaka. Old station here. Get a Viribus Unitus over here. That's a very squishy battleship.
Corazzata nemica individuata.
I can do here. Oh, he's somewhat angled here. I'm gonna wait for the Iron Duke to catch up here. Just the Iron Duke's quite. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's a very squishy battleship.
Allarme incendio.
There we go. I got what I needed.
Abbiamo distrutto un incrociatore nemico.
So I'm the only thing now on this flank. So that's a little bit scary. If that will finish them. It's not. Those middle shells look pretty good. There we go.
Corazzata nemica distrutta.
All right, there we go. I'm outside the torpedo range of the Fort Taco, so that's okay. I cannot kill the Koenig in a drive-by. Ouch, that hurt a lot.
Allarme incendio.
If I can do something with that, I don't know. We got a heal coming up here. Yeah. I had a feeling that was not well aimed. Still trying to bring my 19-point commanders 20 skill doing.
Problema risolto, signore.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. I totally agree. Start with the commanders that you know how to play best and you're most comfortable with.
Allarme incendio.
I think I'm going to go down here. Because I won't get another heal for another minute 15. Can't see my health bar. Oh, yeah, sorry. Because my, my questionably, my questionable face is covering it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm down to 5,000 hit points and I'm burning. I can't put it out right now.
La nostra vittoria è vicina.
Oh, I bounced that. I'm probably going to go down here. Let me see if I can kill him. There we go. Alright, I'll take that. That works. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. My picture is covering my health bar. Yeah, I was pretty low in health. I still had three charges for our repair party left, but I wasn't going to use them. Maximum, yeah, exactly. That's the joke that my colleagues and I use, that when you take a big hit and you lose a lot of your health, we call it a reload boost. Yeah, Brandon, that was a pretty good match. So we did a good job. Kind of held them at Alpha, or Charlie rather. So that worked out pretty well. Giulio Cesare is not doing very well for his team by staying in the back like that. A little bit. Yeah, again, I was exploiting the fact that they were focused on everything on the sort of the east side of the map. And I was kind of hoping that the Iron Duke would be a little healthier when he came up and to join me, my allied Iron Duke, so that we could sort of trade health, but wasn't to happen, so. In any case, this match, we know where it's going to happen here. All right, any requests? I'm going to play one more game, and then I'm going to pull up the update, the announcement of update 0.10.1, and we can go through and walk through that article. So, any particular requests on tiers or ship? If not, I'll just pick something. I played the Giulio Cesare because it was Italian battleship sort of moment. All right, let's see here. Yes, they are, and Dahogi, they are. Oh, I was complimented. That was nice. Yeah. So, where did I get the devastating strike on? Send a comp to the P-22, but I can't remember who I dev struck. Was it the Kotovsky? I think it was the Kotovsky. All right, very good. Tirpitz. You want to see the Tirpitz? All right, let's go Tirpitz. You want me? Oh, do you want me to do the Kotovsky as well? All right, so I'll do the Tirpitz since that's what somebody asked for. So let me do that one. I just have to remember to zero out my commander after this. So let's go with here. Oh no. You know what? I think I'm gonna go. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go with that. Let's do that build. Oh, okay. Now I understand. I do have the Kotovsky. She's not a bad ship. She has good gun systems. She's just unforgivably squishy. I mean, she gets HE Citadel by cruisers. I mean, it's almost as if she's like, I don't know. She really is paper. Yes, Dahogi. It is very good, and in fact, the PEF I prefer, the Prinzheitel Friedrich I prefer because she has a faster reload, and she has quicker turrets than the Bayern. So I have played the Prinzheitel Friedrich quite a few times in operations. It's worked really well. Okay, so this is what we're going to go with for the build. Actually, you know what? I will take IFHE. I'll do this. Yes. Okay, so again, IFHE on the 105mm secondaries brings the pen up to 32mm. That's the reason to do it for the Tirpitz, Bismarck, and the Pommern. Pommern in particular definitely benefits from it. Let's check our upgrades, we're secondary build. Let's check out the signals. We don't need to set more fires. Good question. Let me check the Prinzheitel Friedrich. Yeah, 105s and 150s. So she does not need IFHE for her secondaries because the 105s already penetrate 26mm. And unless she's badly up-tiered in tier 8, in which case she's probably not brawling anyway, she's going to pen everything. So she doesn't require. But the Tirpitz can benefit from it because she faces tier 8 and higher tier battleships. All right, here we go. We're going to go and take the Tirpitz in. See how this goes. All right, and I think after this we'll go and cover the Italian, or the update 0.10.1 article that was posted to the website this morning. All right. Wow. Okay. Top tier. I'll take that. There are carriers in play. My big threats. Kiev, I'll see before his Torps, Akatsuki, Sklona, and Farragut I'll generally see before his torps. Skona and Akatsuki are probably the bigger threats there. Edinburgh. Okay. Could be interesting. Let's see how this goes. Right, headed toward Alpha. Yes, it is a little overkill. But you don't need, yeah, you definitely don't. In fact, it was funny because I took the Prinz Heidel Friedrich into operations yesterday. I think it was Killer Whale. And that's the one where you get into the sort of the harbor area. And like my secondaries were just chewing up all of the ships simultaneously. It was kind of hilarious. See how this goes. Take a look at matchmaking monitor. Dunkirk is good, or Sims B is, well, he had one good match, but he's a good player. Sure looks pretty good. Fubuki's learning the game. Their Amagi has had some really good matches. So we'll see how this goes. So who's gonna be issue from a Deadeye perspective? Amagi for sure. California maybe. Bayern almost certainly not. Okay, I'm gonna be facing off against the Bayern. California worries me a little bit because she's good at setting fires. So Dallas is gonna go wide. Right then. Okay, Zara, you see that? He smoked up right away. But by the time he gets lit again, he's probably going to be within secondary range. So we'll see. What's going on? Yeah, I'm going to rotate here because I can fully expect torpedoes now based on, because I've been maintaining my speed. He slowed a lot. Come on, dude. I was hoping you'd stay lit. Oh, you know, I just realized something, guys. I don't know if I have the right build. I don't know if I took the manual secondaries. Waiting for the Tsar to show up back again. There he is.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Really like to get a nice shot on this. That was not a nice shot.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Wir haben ein Leck unterhalb der Wasserlinie. Wir laufen schnell voll. Problem gelöst.
Still not getting a good shot on this guy. Did he get his torps away? I don't know if he got his torp. I don't think he got his torps away. I think he came in and then he couldn't. Oh, there he goes. Okay, yeah, that was a botch drop. Okay, good. I'm just gonna keep backing up here because I need to get another heal in. Let my Dunkirk absorb some of the damage. We have a. Oh man, we have completely locked these guys down. Oh, they're gonna expire both sets. Thank you. Right. Yeah, the problem. Let's see. Okay, Kiev is down. Let's see. 4-point skills trap. No, I don't think French. I didn't like French secondary builds on French battleships even before the rework. I think they were just too expensive. For not enough value. California. Bayern is stationary. Interesting. I'm gonna pull back because we have the cap. Still can't get a good hit on that Zara. Oh, here we go.
Unser Sieg ist in Sicht.
Ouch. Oh, man, this guy is throttling really well. Did you see that? Finally, I got something on him. Okay. Get another heal in. Zara. Let's see. His range is 12. I'm going to take one here on the belt. Too bad. We can do something about this Zara here. Yeah, I don't know. That looked pretty wonky dispersion. Let's see. Yep. Oh no, that was like RNG cheat. No, that was a crap job, crap shot. That was pure luck. I have to check my build. I don't think I have a. I don't think I spec'd correctly. Something tells me I didn't. I'm going to move to the mid. Akatsuki is here.
Acknowledged.
He's going to burn out. Let's get another heal in here in a second. Yeah, typical German correction, exactly. Of course, if I had fired against a Soviet battleship, it would have reflected back into my Citadel instead, but... Skåne here. Oh, we won. Doesn't matter. That's it. Wow, that was a really short game. I have to go check my build here. I don't know why I'm top of the team for here, but whatever. I'll take it. I didn't think I did that much. Let's check my build here. No, I didn't take the... No, I did take the improved secondary battery aiming, so I did. That was okay. That's right. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and jump over to the article on the Italian battle, or yeah, the update 0.10.1, I should say. So let me jump over to that. How are you? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that one, I don't think I did that well. I basically denied them the flank, which is what I wanted to do, but I didn't get it because we didn't take down the Skåne. I couldn't push the flank further. So CC luck. I don't know if it's luck, but okay. Let me let me switch this so you guys can see my screen. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the update. Go to full screen. Okay, so the update, well, for North America and for most of the world other than Europe, servers will get updated on Wednesday. The client side download is already started for most folks. It's 3 gigabytes. For those of you who haven't seen the video featuring Dasha, it's available on the article. And I'll leave a link to the article in the description below, but you can just get it from the World of Warships website. Okay, so actually I just realized I need to make sure that I can see your questions. There we go. Okay. Italian battleships, obviously the early access event is the main theme of the update. The Italian battleships fire semi-armor piercing shells. They instead of HE. They tend to have a significant number of guns for their tier. They tend to have pretty short firing ranges with not very good accuracy. They have good maneuverability and armor protection, especially at the upper tiers. In fact, some of you might remember there was an announcement on the development blog a couple of months ago, I think it was, when they were in testing, that they changed the Italian battleships to be a little more easily citadel. They had near German level protection, and Wargaming made it clear that they kind of wanted to keep that sort of close in citadel protection to be sort of unique to Germans and to some extent French. French as well. And then starting at tier 8, the battleships pick up the exhaust smoke generator. Now, one thing I want to call out here is the exhaust smoke generator is the same feature that the Italian cruisers receive. The difference, however, is that I don't know how effective this is going to be for most players because the smoke detection range still applies. So if you're within your smoke firing detection range of an opponent and you are either in smoke or you fire your guns and then drop into smoke, you are still going to be detected. So this consumable, we'll have to see how it works, but that's something that folks are going to need to get familiar with, is that the smoke detection still matters for the consumable. Okay, early access event, there's quite a few things going on here. So there's a combat mission group that everybody will have access to. You will earn Italian tokens, and you can get the Roman permanent camouflage for the tier 6 Andrea Doria, as well as some special signals. And then the final reward for completing the combat mission group that will be available to everybody is the tier 7 Francesco Caracciolo, as well as a 6-point six skill point commander and a port slot. Okay, so there are going to be a variety of other ways to pick up Italian tokens, including a special chain of combat missions. You will also be able to get them from random bundles in the armory for doubloons. There will be some free random bundles in the armory as well, and there's a list of what those look like here at the end of the article. And folks who are active in the recruitment station and get recruitment points for their recruitees can also earn or can pick up bundles with the Italian tokens. Now, and then lastly, I should also point out here, there's an opportunity to get additional combat missions, by picking up or activating codes from the World of Warships stream. Do not like the Legion camouflage. Yeah, well, I don't know. It looks okay. I'm just curious whether the Legion banner is going to end up sort of blowing in the wind while these ships are sailing around. We'll have to see. Okay, so rewards for the Italian tokens. There will be a series of sequentially open bundles, starting with the tier 4 Dante Alighieri, then the tier 5 Conte di Cavour, then the Andrea Doria, which, again, the combat mission that I cited earlier just gets you the permanent camouflage. The Italian tokens or the open bundles can get you the ship itself, and then also the Tier 8 Vittorio Veneto, as well as the permanent camouflage for the Caracciolo, the Veneto, Lepanto, and the Cristoforo Colombo. So those are all bundles that you can get for the Italian tokens. Now, the Italian tokens, and this is something that Wargaming doesn't really highlight too strongly here in the article, but is an important point. So there's enough for you to, by completing the combat mission groups, both in-game as well as the ones that are issued by the streams, will allow you to get enough Italian tokens to pick up the Tier 4, 5, and 6 battleships, as well as the Roman permanent camouflage for the Tier 7 battleship. So one of the common criticisms I've heard from the community about these random bundles that go with the with these early access events is that it was kind of a crapshoot whether you would necessarily get any particular ships or which ones you would get. So Wargaming, I think, is looking to try to make this a little more predictable, and at least for the lower tier battleships, at least assure that everybody has a chance to earn all of them for free through, or obviously you have to spend time playing the game, but you can get them through tokens for sure. And then lastly, there's an opportunity to spend doubloons and pick up a random bundle that gets you the Tier 9 Lepanto, as well as a commander with 10 skill points, and a port slot. Okay, so that's the update there. Let me check for questions. If we already have the Tier 4, still have to spend the tokens. I don't know, Brandon. Yeah, so that's a good question. If we already have the Tier 4 Italian battleship, do we still have to spend the tokens for the chain bundle? It doesn't say here, as far as I can tell. My guess would be yes, but you would likely receive some sort of compensation in credits for already having the ship. That's kind of my read on it, and how it probably would work. But I don't know for sure that it says here in this article. We probably will have another article posted in the next day with some additional details around the event, so that it may get clarified there as well. Okay, so again, free bundles in the Armory. Just log in each day, go to the Armory, and you can collect the free bundle, the variety of things, including the Italian tokens, some signals, doubloons, camouflage, and a day of premium time. There is a total of 12 bundles over an 18-day period, so you can skip up to 6 days and still get all of the rewards. All right, the Toronto port has been updated for the event. It looks very cool. And then after that, we get to the clan battles, which is, the next season is called Greece. So any other questions on the Italian battleships before I go there? All right, well, I'm not sure what the lag is, so I'll just keep checking chat. So if there's another question on the Italian battleships, I'll back up. All right, so the next season of clan battles will take place between February 24th and April 1st. This will be for Tier 9 ships in a 7 versus 7 format. Maximum of 2 battleships per team. Obviously, being Tier 9, there are no carriers. And the rewards, include up to 11,000 steel, as well as other rewards. And you can have no more than 2 mercenaries per division. So a team of 7 will have to have at least 5 from the same clan, and then the other 2 can be from other clans or not part of a clan at all. Let's see. They are going to also implement changes to restrict certain aspects or certain ships that can be played. There's no statement in here to say definitively what each limitation will be. They just have some examples, but Wargaming will enable restrictions as the season sort of develops. So for example, they may limit the maximum number of the same ship in a team. So for example, you can't have more than 2 Seattles or more than 2 Missouris or whatever. Well, you're limited to 2 battleships anyway, but the idea, or maybe like no more than 2 Benhams, that would be a good example. The next example restriction would be no more than 1 of a particular type of ship. The example that they have here is no more than 1 Ibuki, Yugumo, or Black. Again, these are just examples. These ships are not actually restricted at this point. And then finally, they may also implement restrictions on ships altogether. They may say, for example, you cannot bring a Kronstadt or a Kitakazi at all to the game. And again, Wargaming has stressed here that it's not necessarily the case that any particular restriction would be in place for the entirety of the season. These may be sort of temporary, but they're clearly going to sort of align this based on how the season is going to decide how they want to adjust the restrictions. And there are some UI updates here to show you visually what the restrictions are that are in place at the time you might want to play a battle. CC seemed to be halting the Italian ships. Yes, or streams. So I haven't streamed mine yet. I currently don't have, they have been removed from port for the time being from me. I will get access to them again, obviously. When I was testing them, yeah, I thought they were okay. And you can kind of tell this based on playing the tier 4. What the play style is going to kind of be like because of the relatively limited range and the mix between SAP and AP. You have to make some pretty good choices in terms of the munitions to use at the time. So, hey, excellent. How are you? I'm doing a walkthrough of the announcement of update 0.10.1 for folks to check out. Derek, thanks much for the checking in from Germany. Gute Morgen, gute Tag. Hope you are well. All right. So, let's see. Okay, so next we get to the second season of ranked battles. So Wargaming is going to make quite a few changes. Yeah, tier 6 and 7 seem to be okay. Yeah, with all ships, Dahogi, that's a great question. With all ships and all new classes and lines, players eventually figure out sort of, it kind of clicks with them. I remember when the Italian cruisers came out and it was like, how are we going to deal with cruisers that don't fire HE or, have this goofy smoke and things like that. But eventually people figured out how to play the ships well. And now they are very strong. People see them as very strong cruisers. And the same thing I expect will happen with the battleships as well. People will develop play styles and measures to make the ships effective. So that's a good observation. Okay, so the second season of ranked battles. So if folks remember the previous season of ranked battles, the format completely changed with now bronze, silver, and gold leagues, and they had these 1-week sprints, etc., etc. So Wargaming's is making a number of changes for 0.10.1 for this. So first of all, the duration of the season is being doubled. So each sprint will now be 2 weeks long. They've also essentially doubled the number of rewards per sprint. And then the number of ranks in the bronze and silver leagues has been increased from 7 to 10. And then lastly, the number of stars needed to reach first rank and to qualify for the next league has been increased by about 50% on average. So it's pretty clear that Wargaming, based on looking at the data, they wanted folks to stay in the leagues longer before being promoted. I know that there were some very skilled players that moved very rapidly to Gold League after 2 weeks, and they basically just cycled through Gold League every week after that. I think the idea is to sort of elongate that to some extent and make the process more involved for most players. Okay, they've also updated the interface for ranked battles so that there's some things that are mainly for usability. So they're going to have a tooltip above the player's name, so you can see information about the player from the other players on teams from a ranked perspective. They'll have a timer for the qualification for the next league. So if you're sort of winding down on time for the current sprint, you can see how much time you have remaining before you have to try to move into or complete qualification for the next league. There's some scrolling speed improvements to the rank carousel, and then updates on the Jolly Roger achievements and tooltips. That's probably mostly ornamental or informational, nothing sort of in terms of mechanics for the game. And then they also mentioned some errors that they fixed with the ranked battle interface. I'm not sure what those are. Okay, just doing a check on questions, especially in operations, stay bronze. Okay, so Dahogi, you're mentioning you're going to stay in bronze. Yeah, I mean, and that was part of Wargaming's intention, was that there's no obligation to qualify for the next league. You can stay in a league for as long as you want. So, okay, a variety of rewards. I'm not going to read through these. You can check out the table, but the idea is that you can get steel, camouflage doubloons, some containers, and so on for completing different levels of the bronze, silver, and gold leagues. All right, so, and again, a commemorative flag is awarded for achieving rank 1 in bronze league. So that's analogous to prior ranked battle seasons where so long as you achieved rank 15 at some point, you also got a commemorative flag. So that still applies here, but the requirement is to reach rank 1 in bronze league. All right, so the next thing is ranked battles. So we're going to have another season of ranked battles. The season will generally be between February 17th and May 11th. Obviously, the days and times here are going to vary depending upon the server, and all of the times listed here are UTC, so you'll have to convert to your local time zone. It will be 7 versus 7 format, Tier 8 and Tier 9 ships for bronze, Tier 9 and Tier 10 for silver, and Tier 10 only for gold. There is a dedicated article here that I'll switch to that goes through this in more detail. And in the interest of not boring you too quickly, I'll skip this part. But you can go check out this article if you're really into playing ranked battles and can get into the gory details on that. Okay, coming back to updated brawls. So clan brawls has now just evolved into brawls. The clan element has been eliminated, and it's now a solo event. So you can play in division or you can play solo, whatever you like. You're not required to be part of a clan. The next season of Brawls is going to be March 8th through the 15th. This format is going to be Tier 8 ships in 1 versus 1 format. And when this was done the last time, or the first time I should say, it was very popular. So I'm sure there are many players out there that are very excited to see this format, this one-on-one format with the smaller map sizes come back. So it's going to be pretty cool. There is one map that's cited here that I thought was kind of an interesting choice for 1 versus 1, but I'll get to that here in a moment. The times when the battles will be available, again, vary depending upon the server. Again, all of these times are UTC, but the idea is to not have, or to limit the brawls to the preferred time zone, or the peak times, excuse me, for the particular server. Okay, so the maps involve Big Race, Shatter, Crash Zone Alpha, and Sleeping Giant, all in domination mode. And then Two Brothers is an epicenter mode. And I don't remember from the last one-on-one clan brawl season whether Two Brothers was included there. This is going to make things, well, basically force channel engagements, because if you try to go around the outside of the map, your opponent's simply going to cap out and then can just flee. So I think this mode in Two Brothers is going to be very curious to see how that works out. We'll see. All right, coming back, check questions. Steel prices same in different leagues. I'm not sure I understand your question, Dahogi. So each league there's looks like you can earn the 600 steel here. Okay, so 800 steel altogether for bronze, 1,000 steel for silver, and then 1,200 for gold is the best, is if I'm understanding your question. So yeah, I understand, Dahogi. I personally would love to see matches at lower tiers, because the lower tiers are still fun. I mean, I think like tier 4 would be a little bit low, but I could see tier 6, tier 7 would be a lot of fun. So, but again, every season is different, and there's no requirement that Wargaming for each season is going to stick to 8, 9s, and 10s. They may bring it down to other tiers as well. We'll see. Okay. So coming back to brawls, let's see, what did I miss? Rewards, up to 2.25 million credits, 80,000 elite commander XP, 10,000 coal. That's pretty nice. And then you get 4 signals of each type other than the special signals. And again, the same features or same effects in place for brawls, that they're only limited to particular days, and you can pick you can play in division, although 1 versus 1, you're not really in a division, but some of the same rules as far as brawls is concerned. All right, now getting to the armory update, we're going to get 2 new Dasha commanders. These are purely ornamental, one for Europe and one for Italy. Presumably you'll be able to buy the commander in the armory for, I think, 1,500 doubloons. And then the Made of Steel permanent camouflage, which was previously only available to the Yamato, Shimakaze, and Des Moines, has now been modified. So if you earn one, you can apply it to any Tier 10 ship. So this is analogous to the New Year's camouflage and the epical camouflages that we earned over the last year, that you can then choose which ship to apply it to. And the only ship that cannot receive it is going to be the ARP Yamato, but that's okay. Okay. Rewards? No. In fact, expect that. Yeah, great question, Derek. So expect probably another article on the website that spells out the details of what the reward structure will be like for brawls. Okay. Okay, let's see. There are some visual and technical enhancements. So we're getting some improvements on lighting on water and the display of water. And then there's also some improvements to the visibility, the sort of the contrast of the reticles for the aircraft carriers. And then there's also some UI changes for AMD Fidelity FX, upscaling to sharpen the visuals for those of you using AMD graphics cards. And let's see, it says updated the background of the modal windows. Okay, so that's just visual. Okay, so there are a few other changes that are in here. These are usually not worth glossing over because they often include some important information. So just checking here. Okay. Okay, so the German destroyer split is going to become available to developers, super testers, and CCs. I haven't seen them yet, but the Z31, the Gustav Julius Merke, Felix Schulz, Elbing, and ZF6, as well as the Huga and the Agincourt, will all become available for testing here in the update. The Pan-Asian destroyer that was called the Fenyang is now being renamed to be called the Fenyang. They're compressing it into a single word. I think that's just as a matter of convention when converting sort of Sino-Asiatic languages into English or to Latin languages. Okay, let's see. Just a reminder again, the Georgia, Alaska, Massachusetts Thunder, and Smoland will no longer be available for purchase as of Wednesday. So again, keep that in mind. And again, the Summers will come out of circulation as well as of 0.10.2. Okay, so other changes and improvements, these are all bug fixes, and there's also a link here where you can go and see other more minor fixes. So you can read through these if you want to go and check out the details on these. I'm not going to read through these. And then Wargaming usually includes like a little goodie at the end if you manage to actually get through the article. And if you hit that, you will get a reward of 1 day of premium time for your account. I don't really need it because Wargaming gives me premium time anyway, but that is for folks that sort of encourage them to get through the article and read the details. Okay, so that is the update on this article. Any other questions? I'm sure there will be more as the update gets rolled out and people want to know what's going on. Yes. Oh, the Paulo Emilio fix? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty good. So Graf, yeah, that's definitely very useful. Any other questions that we may have? Let's see. Do you get 1 day of premium? Yes, correct. Correct, Dahogi. You get 1 day of premium by hitting the button at the end of the article. So, exactly. Well, you obviously have to be logged in to your account to get it, but yes. Okay, so, yeah, so this is the article. And so I'm pretty excited about this update. Should be interesting. We're obviously going to see a lot of Italian battleships on the oceans here in a couple of days. In fact, when I first started playing World of Warships back in August 2016, I registered literally like 2 days before 0510 came out, which was the update when the German battleships came out. And the queues for the German battleships were just crazy long. If you were playing something other than battleships, you got into battles very quickly. But if you were trying to play battleships, you were sitting in queue for a long time before you could get in. I remember seeing triple-digit queue numbers for the battleships when the German battleships came out. I don't know if the Italian battleships will be quite as significant in terms of the queues, but we should be seeing a lot more Italian battleships in game. Let's see, Löwenhardt getting the sirens for the Stuka. Yeah, genau. Let's see. Okay, sorry, Graf, I'm missing a question here. Was there anything about the Siegfried being buffed since the current commander? So, Graf, no. Wargaming has said publicly that they recognize that the supercruisers, the builds that some folks had taken, both as far as tank concealment builds as well as the secondary builds, were no longer doable with the new commander skill system. They have said that they will look at that. I don't know exactly what they're going to do. Sorry, my phone is pinging here. I don't know exactly what they're going to do, whether they will buff the ships, whether they will add skills, who knows. They may not do anything. Frankly, I think the bigger issue right now is the fact that supercruisers cannot spec into sort of tank concealment builds like they did, because they get, battleship duration fires. Maybe what ends up happening, and again, this is just personal speculation, maybe Wargaming changes it so that they get 45-second fires like the Graf Spee does, but not the 60-second fires that the battleships get. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for the Siegfried, who knows? We'll just have to see what happens there. But no news there. What do you think about need for fixed matchmaking? Yeah, actually, so great question, Cole. I have long felt that having performance-based matchmaking could be very useful for the game. I have spoken to Wargaming a couple of times about it. Their initial, at least the response I got from them was that it's not entirely clear what stats they would drive it from. All of the PR stats that we see are all based on third-party systems. They are not developed by Wargaming, so either Wargaming would have to borrow one if we were to use personal ratings, or they'd have to develop their own or something. I also just kind of personally suspect, whether the player population would support an effective performance-based matchmaking, because if, for example, I'm just going to throw a number out there, 20% of the players are considered very strong, they would end up being in very long queue times and would not get into battles as often, for sure. So there's a question about, is that really a viable implementation now? I don't know. But again, that's just my personal speculation. The only thing that Wargaming has said to me definitively, and to other people for that matter, is, what stats would they drive this from in terms of driving performance-based matchmaking? My personal speculation is I just don't know if the player population or the skill breadth is there to really facilitate it. I don't know. So, but that's a great question, Cole, and it's long been an outstanding issue. I know quite a few other MMOs have performance-based matchmaking, and they're quite successful at it. So it would be useful to have in this game, I think, as well. Any other questions on this? It's DD time. All right, so we now want to go back to playing the ships, boats. Let me switch my presentation here. So we go back to Warships. There we go. I'm going to redistribute that. Okay, so one thing that I've been doing, folks, I don't know if you want to do this as well. One thing that I've been doing is zeroing out almost all of my commanders. So I did the full reset when the update got rolled out, but you don't have the option of doing the reset a second time, or a full reset that Wargaming offered through the website. So what I've been doing is I spent about I want to say about 15-20 minutes yesterday or last night going through all of my commanders and clearing out most of them as far as skills, because after starting Wednesday, you won't get the free commander respecs, and I expect build recommendations will probably still vary. For Günther Lütjens, the German, and for the cruisers in general, let me show you what my skills look like. I've kept my cruiser skills because I'm pretty happy with this build, and I think this will be viable for a lot of ships, a lot of cruisers, but for other classes, I'm still kind of up in the air on some builds. All right, so we want to play destroyers. Let's see. The game doesn't have to pop to... True. Yeah, that's a good question. Good point, Graf. That's true. And that would have to factor into any sort of performance-based matchmaking as well. Yep. Good question. Yeah, and and that's another good point, Graf, is that at least if you could have balance on each team, even if 80% of the team, players were, mediocre, so long as both teams had a relatively equal number of similarly skilled players from a record perspective, I agree that could work as well. That's a good point. Okay, so let's play a destroyer. Any specific requests for destroyers? Dahogi, you called it out, so I've been yapping too much. I'll give you guys a minute. You can tell me if there's a particular destroyer you want me to play. All right, if you guys aren't going to pick one, I'm going to pick one. Let's see. Shiratsuyu. All right, there we go. Shira. Japan. Shira. I have a 14-point commander. So these are my 4 core skills pretty much for every destroyer in the game. I won't take concealment for gunboats, like the Soviet gunboats, and probably for the French. For everything else, this is the core 4. So preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and then concealment, and then I'm going to pick up radio location. So actually, you know what? One thing I should do. Actually, let me redistribute that. Let me see if I have another commander I can use. That would not. Let's see. I have a transfer. All right, I'm gonna steal this commander here and retrain him. So now I have a 19-pointer. All right. Let's see. Adrenaline rush, and no, I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's the build I'm going with. What's my torpedo reload? 101 seconds. So yeah, some people would say, why not pick up fill the tubes, bring the reload down to about 90 seconds. I prefer to be able to support my ability to gunfight than anything else. So that's what I'm going to go with for now. And then I could take a look at the Fen Yang. Yep, as well. Okay. So let's see here. I like that. Do I have the... Pop this one on. Get free replacements. All that. And I'm going to go with smoke because with the prevalence of aircraft carriers, that's going to be... I want to be able to drop it into concealment if I need to. Okay, oops. Let's pop some signals on here. I want that. Don't need more smoke. Okay, let's take her on out. Oh, I should check. What's my turret traverse now? 26? Ugh. Okay, well, we'll see. We shall see. All right. Wish they would look at the heavy cruisers. They don't have much to choose from. Jerry, I'm not sure I follow your question. Did I miss something earlier comment? Okay, 9's no carrier. 2 radar. I don't like this combo. Alaska Brindisi. Yeah, that's a really strong combo there. Surprised they didn't bring a destroyer though. Well, they've got the heavy AP shell skill, which I think can be very useful for especially for the U.S. Navy and Russian heavy cruisers. But yeah, I mean I think if they were to do anything, what I would like to see is a dedicated battle cruiser skill tree. So you can catch all of the super cruisers and some of the ships that are classified as battleships now as battle cruisers. So I'm thinking, well, the classic example is the Scharnhorst, but you could put the Odin in there, the Dunkirk, even the Hood was technically a battle cruiser. So you could have a slightly different build options for a battle cruiser, and so you could kind of blend things up a little more. I don't know. We'll see. What am I facing? Akatsuki I can deal with. Asashio I can deal with. Jervis is a gunboat threat. Okay. This is going to be our weak flank potentially. I got a Kidda backing me up. That's going to be very useful. There's the Alaska, so we know that they're going to be here. I can't stay here. Gotta be able to light it. That's that strong div. Yeah, it would be pretty cool if we got him. There's a guy going wide here. I'm not sure who it is. We haven't spotted any of the DDs. Smoke just went up. That is the Brindisi. Okay. Island here. I think the Asashio is going wide. That kid gonna grab the cap for us? Yes.
Okay.
Fletcher's accounted for. Fletcher's a risk too. I'm thinking this is the Asashio over here. This is the type of thing that they would do. Oh, it's the Jervis. Okay. The Jervis. Interesting. I outspot him. I'm going to turn in here because he's almost certainly sent torps based on his profile. Trying to stay out of range of the... I'm lit. Oh, he's right here. Okay, that's fine. Problem is that if he pops Hydro, he's going to light me. Guys are outside my range right now. I gotta back off. Who is it? Oh, you know what it is? There's a DD in here, isn't it? Okay, so we've only accounted for 2 of the destroyers. Okay, that is the Akatsuki. trying to get in range where I can torp his smoke. Very wary of this Jervis. I'm going to pop smoke if I have to, but...
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
No, that Gneisenau is not our priority. Hey, I could see... Oh, yeah, there is the Asashio. Yeah, let's... Okay, there's the Jervis. I don't know what this Jervis is doing. I'm gonna get turned around. I think he's trying to be in a position where he can sort of stealth torp or ambush torp. I don't know. Just he's not in a very good position for his team. Yeah, the Akatsuki is here, and he has a quick reload on his torps, so we have to be a little bit careful here. I want to try to reposition so I get RPF on the Akatsuki because I kind of want to know where he is. Okay, he left the smoke. He left the cab. Good. There's the Jervis. See if our Kitakaze can go rifle this guy down. Right there. Okay, so let me go back into the cap here. Okay, I got a torp on him. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, that was just one. Okay, that's probably going to be a fair amount of his health. Okay, let's see if our Kita... Yeah, Kita should be able to kill this guy pretty fast. Oh! Lol. Well, that was a quick game. I was anticipating torpedoes from the Akatsuki again. Okay, so... Alright. Yeah, he's getting radared now. So he's pretty much dead. Yep. Oh well, that was a bummer game. Alright. Sorry for the crap game there. Alright, let's exit the port. We said Fenyang. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, so I'll do the Pomeran after I do the Fenyang. So I've been asked for the Fenyang. Do that first. Oh, where's my Fenyang? Back this. All right, so for the Fenyang, because her 100mm guns can only penetrate 17 millimeters out of the box. She doesn't get the 30mm magic pen that the Akizuki does. You have to take IFHE. You're forced to. So yeah, so I think what was my last build here? I don't remember what I took. I think this is the build I went with. So traditionally on a concealment destroyer, radio location to me is really important. But this ship, she can't, in my opinion, she can't be played that way. She has to have adrenaline rush. She's kind of a backup in some ways. Okay, so let's master that. So I'll play Pommard afterwards. Sorry about the short game there, guys. I was anticipating the torpedoes from the Akizuki, but not from the Brindisi. Put up some containers here. All right. Okay, let's, oops, hold on. Throw some signals on. And take her out. Yeah, she gets preferential AP performance. in an attempt to sort of compensate. The thing is that you could just angle against it, right? So if she's in a gunfight with another destroyer, and she doesn't have anywhere near the reload. So her base reload is 5.2 seconds on her guns. So, you know, even with the BFT equivalent that I took, I'm only bringing it down, I think, to like 5 seconds or 4.9 or something like that. So, okay, let's see here. 10s, radar, 1, 2, 3. I'm the only DD. I am going to be outspotted by the Kagero. Hey, Neil, thanks much for coming by. Hope things are well with you in Bonnie, Scotland. This is kind of a weird flank to put me on, but I'll, whatever.
Action stations.
The 4.7 now. Yeah, it's 4.9 with the 5% reload buff. Yeah, I mean, destroyers, if they're played well, and that obviously in that last game I didn't play it well. They generally are able to better up tier than other classes because they have better opportunities to control their engagements. Nice. There we go. And of course, the defensive fire in this match is useless. And without RPF, this makes it a little hard. I wonder where the Kagero ended up. Now, remember that the torpedoes here can only hit battleships and carriers. So I have limited use of... Well, there are 5 battleships, so the Hindenburg... Don't like having this island to my left, my port side. Okay, I'm RPF now, so I'm fully expecting the... Brindisi. Right now I'm going to be kind of relegated to spotting. Oh, I'm lit. He's right here.
Smoke generator started.
You gotta move. There's torpedoes on the way.
Engine boost activated.
So there we go.
Smoke screen set.
That's right on the edge of my range if he keeps sailing in. Okay, at least we know the Kagero is not reload. He's smoke. There he is.
All stations, concentrate.
I don't want
fire
to...
on the target.
actually, hold on. I can do this because the Brindisi doesn't have a shot on me. Petros are over there. Just trying to keep an... Really? I was a little suspect in terms of that shot. That was down. I got a torp on something. I think that was the Kansas. Yep, it was. Okay, smoke is up again. Kind of to be expected here. Yeah, they're pretty strong on this side. That's half of their fleet is here.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yes.
Engine boost deactivated.
Yeah, they're going to overwhelm this flank, so I'm going to have to just pull back. Anticipating torps from the Kagero right now. Yep, there they are. It's got me lit now. Because I don't have RPF, I don't have a bearing on his position. That's the problem. Okay. But he's in the cap. Can't go after him because, well, I should think, well. Yeah, there's just way too much back him up. I can't get in there. Get another torp on the Kansas. No. I'm gonna have to see if I can go and grab Alpha. The GK and Bravo, I can't take that if he's got Hydro going. I'm holding my torp reload. Take care, Derek. Thanks very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, take care, Dahogi. Thanks very much for coming by. Much appreciate you being here. Hope you stay well, safe and well. I'm gonna try.
Smoke generator started. Enemy cruiser sighted. Engine boost activated.
If he has Hydro ready, yep. Oh, there's the radar. Jeez. Okay, I'm dead. I should have been going south, guys. This game's over for me now.
Enemy team has taken the lead.
Not much I can do there. And no torps. Arg. Yeah, I should have gone south. I misread that. Do we have an AFK Smolensk? Oh, we do. Nice. Okay. All right. What was Wargaming News? Oh, we just went over the update on, or the announcement of update 0.10.1. Yeah, that. So that was the update. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I should have gone south there. I was too close to the GK. All right, let's do a Pommern match. Well, I'm being invited by one of my colleagues. Let me send him a message here that I'm streaming. Okay, so Pommern. That was a particularly... I've had 2 dud games in a row, folks. I'm letting you guys down here. Let's see if we can have a better match than the Pommern. All right. Cole, you still here? Okay, cool. Yeah, no. All right. Okay, so this is the build I run for a secondary build for the Pullman. So I am taking IFHE because I want my 105s to penetrate 32 millimeters, but this is the build I'm going with. Yeah, so the main battery becomes right. So yeah, the main battery is kind of a mixed bag. Obviously she was designed to be close in which case you don't care about dispersion, or your penetration is very good when you're close, and the current meta being close is not very common. So all right, you have a preference on the camouflage, either the standard camouflage, or we can do the Iron Cross. You have a preference, Cole? Oh, yeah, I'll show the modules here in a second. Well, you can see them up top here, but Cole, do you have a preference on the camo? All right, we'll go with the standard camo. All right, let's see here. Modules. Main armaments mod 1. Yes, she has very good secondaries, but majority of the time you're going to do most of your damage with your main battery, so best to keep those alive. Plus it keeps your... Oh, you want the Iron Cross. Okay, I'll switch to the Iron Cross. Okay. And then I take damage control for both slots 2 and 4. You could take... I don't have one here, but you could take the Hydroacoustic Search special upgrade to extend the action time of Hydro, but I prefer to have the, improve my tankiness. Secondary battery modification 1 to extend the accuracy and range of the secondaries, obviously. Concealment. And I am running the auxiliary armaments mod 2. Usually I don't run this on secondary builds, but for the Pullman, it works. In my opinion, it tends to work out better. So, let's see here. We are going to go... Oh, we wanted Iron Cross, right? Okay, let's go. So, what you should expect, or what I'm expecting to do, is usually I'm going to be kind of playing mid-range, semi-long range for a while. I can't push in until I know that I have the advantage of the flank. I may go into a kiting position and kite. So the Pommern and the Friedrich der Große, they both have very good sort of rear armor, and they kite quite well. Okay, top tier and no carrier. Let's see. Tier 9 matchmaking these days. Well, again, Wargaming did make a change over a year ago to try to give it so that, especially tier 8s, but also tier 9s, not face quite so much up tiering. But the consequence of that is that tier 7, which used to have very favorable matchmaking for a long time, now doesn't enjoy that anymore. So Pommern, Thunder, and Georgia. Okay. Hoping we're going to get some more firepower over on this flank, but we'll see. I2. Okay. So I want to see what my Georgia's going to do here, because if we can set it up so that we can crossfire, that would be ideal. Because if he goes wide, if he goes west, and I go more east, then he and I can crossfire more. Okay. Well, if we have ships that are going to go down the middle, this game's pretty well called already, so. I don't know, why is the Georgia... Okay, please go out, Georgia. Gallant, yeah, I can see about... I can play the Gallant as well, sure. So, I get that the game is for fun, but it's also ostensibly a team game, and when teammates do stuff like this...
I need intelligence data.
Oh, this is not starting off well. Where are my torpedo threats? Oh, I'm sorry. Mahan's 9-2, Akizuki's 10, Lightning's. Okay, that's the Kidda, so something else is in there. You radar too soon.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Okay, Akizuki accounted for. It is running the 12s. You can see this North Carolina on the at Charlie 1. He's probably running Deadeye. We're here to back you up. Come on, let's get in there, Cag.
Attention, reporting a target
I
position.
can't hit him. You gonna take a torp? Yes, he did. Nice.
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Oh, they sent ships down the middle too. They sent a Georgia and the Alaska. All right, well, that might be my opportunity to go brawling. Jervis is going to get wrecked. Oh, there's a Heathen in there too. This could be very interesting, folks. Oh. Right. We should get the cap. All right, folks. You guys wanted to see brawling? You're going to get it.
Capture that area.
Do not let the enemy take the area. Teammate, I need your support. Requesting support.
So you can be glad I have IFHE now. Get the Georgia first. I should be able to delete the Heathen in a drive-by. Georgia I might be able to as well. Depends upon what they're doing. If I pull this off, I torp both the Georgia and Heathen, take them out, then ram the Alaska. He's going for a ram. Yeah, that Kagero should never torped from behind. Well, that wasn't exactly how I wanted to pull off, but that works okay. We should win this match. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Attention, cible repérée à cette position.
Coéquipier, j'ai besoin d'assistance.
Just go. I mean, yeah, it's like there's no torp threat in there. Well, the Kagero and the Iolair don't have to go, but the Georgia and the Amagi, absolutely. Well, the kid is in there too. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. Cole, I'm not sure if that was what you were expecting, but yeah, clearly the Heathen like didn't want to like let me torp him, so we could still lose this because we're too focused on trying to go down the middle. Everybody got anxious about going down the middle. Let's see if this torps on these. Helena's dead. Good, good, good.
Protect that area.
Oh, everybody's gone down the middle, and the kid is going to come up the middle.
Defend that area.
All right. Do you guys want me to stick around and show you what this game looks like, or do I back out and we go do something else? Because I think there was an ask for the Gallant as well.
Concentrez le tir sur la cible désignée.
Let me know in chat if you want to watch this game come to its end, or if we jump out.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Something else. All right, here we go.
Provide cover for that target.
Hopefully we can win that one. My worry was the Kitakaze, that he could end up taking out a bunch of ships in the middle one. Hey, Evan, thanks much for stopping by. Hope you are doing well. All right, we have a request for the Gallant. Let's see. Royal Navy, Destroyer, Tier 6. Let's see, where is she here? Line command. Let's bring over Andrew Cunningham. And this, and then, let's see, I want to be able to gunboat a little better. Oh, wait a minute, I need one more for that? Really? Okay. What's my reload? 5? Let's go with my turret. 15 seconds. I'm well, Evan. Thank you. How are things in the UK? Hope things are well with you. Let's see here. Actually, do I have an alternate color here for the camo? Oh, let's do that one. All right. Let's go ahead and hit it. All right. Take care, Ahmed. Have yourself a good evening. Thanks much for stopping by. Don't make trouble, and we will catch you next time. Again, I will be streaming pretty much every day. Maybe going over to Twitch at some point later today. In fact, I need to do a time check. We're already... Okay. So I will probably do this game and then take a break to grab some lunch. And then I might jump over to Twitch. We'll see. But let's go ahead and take the Gallant out. For 2 sets of 4. Reload was what? 6 seconds. All right. Take care, Ahmed. Thanks much for coming by. Carrier radar, none. Urua, somebody's already picked up the premium Gallant variant. Shino. Okay, Mahan I cannot gunfight. The other Shino I can. Oh, this is not even matchmaking. We have a tier 5 destroyer. Okay, interesting. Oh, we have 4 destroyers. Okay.
Action stations.
Tough. Ah, could help to spell correctly. Well, Wargaming give players another chance to get the special commanders. So, I would expect so. They haven't told me anything specifically, or the CCs, but as a general pattern, they have released the special commanders about 6 months after when they are initially sort of they no longer become available. That's just kind of my personal observation. So no guarantee. I would expect that they will, but I don't know exactly when. So. So, see how the kid and I went different directions? That's what you want to do. And now what I'm going to do is I put my stern where the destroyer is. So that if he sends torps, hopefully I don't take any. Like don't slip out of the cap. Oh, I slipped out of the cap, bugger. That is referred to in my group as pulling a Jimmy. Where is he? Where is the DD? There he is. It's the Shino. That is not a concealment Shino. Yeah, he smoked up. Unfortunately, I don't have Hydro. If I hadn't slipped out of the cap, we would have had the caps. Sucks, but... I don't want to get spotted by the planes if I can avoid it. Hey, he's no longer my closest. Oh, it's the hero. Yeah, I have to drop smoke here. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Smoke
down
generator
here.
activated.
Oh, he smoked up too. Okay, so that's something you want to try to avoid doing. Oh, he left the cap. Okay. So I'm gonna... that's a ship I do not want to tangle with the Helena. Here.
Smoke screen set.
Oh, he got him. Nice, nice. Good. Nice. Well done. Okay, we got the cap. Oh, okay. It's the... Oops. Hoping I can catch this Synop.
All stations requesting
I
fire
was hoping to
support.
get a salvo on him. Oh, he moved. We're not going to get this. Okay, Kidda can go after him. I'm going to move over to... Where's the other DDs? Mahan we haven't seen. So I think what I'm going to do is... Well... I'm debating whether I go to Bravo and try to back up the...
Concentrate fire
Our
on that
Farragut.
enemy warship.
Nice. All right. That answers that question.
Our team has taken the lead.
All right. And the Kami got that. All right. Well, this is going to make the game a lot easier. So that just leaves the Mahan unaccounted for.
Victory is in sight.
Let's see. Okay. Do you a point... do a point into flooding. Help get the boost. Do you mean, are you asking a signal or the, oh, you mean, you're talking about the skill, the liquidator skill. I probably would, it's more useful in my opinion on the German destroyers because the flood chances are so terrible. But the, most of the other destroyers, the chances are pretty good.
Engine boost deactivated.
Okay, he's stopping. But we kind of have free reign. Oh, there's the Mahan. We're going to get the cap. So that's good, 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 good. Closest is the Helena and that was the Trento over there. I don't want to deal with that. That's a lot of cruiser firepower. What is he? Oh, he's... Let's see what happens there. I think I'm going to come over and try to torp the Fuso for my next salvo.
Victory is in sight.
So there's one. I should have him dead here. Oh, I missed him. Oh, he's still flooding. Flooded out. Interesting.
Destroyed an enemy battleship. Victory is in sight.
Engine boost activated.
He's backing up. Oh, I was hoping not to. Bugger. Let's see if he's paying attention. It's not.
Smoke generator activated.
If he moves, it's not going to work, but I suppose I could have sent on the New York as well, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, he backed up, didn't he? Oh, the New York might take him, though. That was kind of a terrible send. But we'll see what happens here. One. Wow, that was a complete beatdown. So Neil, I don't know if I answered your question correctly. I assume when you say put a point into flooding, you're talking about the liquidator skill, right? That comment did well. Yeah, that was a complete hammering. Oh, we won the Pullman match. Nice. Let's see how that worked out. Yeah. Shores. There we go. That deserves. If you're a tier 7 cruiser in a tier 9 match and you get top XP with over 2,000 base XP, you're doing something right. All right, very good. All right, so we are going to take a break here. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and if I'm able to get on, I'm going to go back onto Twitch so that I can do some giveaways because I have some more stuff I want to give away. So I hope everybody enjoyed the replays and the commentary on the announcement about update 0.10.1. I want everybody to have a great rest of their Monday and a great week, and we will see you out there. I will be streaming hopefully pretty much every day, given that I have this week off. So, okay, take care of yourselves, and we will talk to you later. Take care, Animal Boots.